Hi everyone, it's Aparna and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading for the mavericks of the zodiac. The ones who are the mad scientists sometimes, the super intelligent sign of Aquarius. So I'm going to be using two decks. I'm going to use my Illuminati and I think I'll use the Lenormands. So this is a general reading. Not all the messages will resonate with you, but if it does, claim the reading 100%. Also, please check your sun, of course, your moon, and your rising sign, and your Venus. See, Venus tells you a lot about love, right? So if you do not know where your other sign placements are, just go to Google, type in your birth chart calculator, and put in all your details, and it'll just get your whole chart for you ready. So, Aquarians, the first card I have for you is your card in this deck, the Alchemist, Magician. This is your energy, so I am assuming that you are very, very much in your element today. Strong, super fast thinking. The Magician or the Alchemist is someone who knows how to create, what do you say, convert lead to gold. So anything which may seem as, useless or heavy to other people, you have the ability, my darling Aquarians, to take that energy, to use your super intelligent mind, your brain, your intellect. You are a very scientific, future-oriented sign. And you have the capacity and the power to convert anything, to transform something which is useless to other people. Like you say, oh, it's just lead. You have the power to convert it to gold. So the Alchemist tells me that you are very much standing in your power, my darling Aquarians. That's good to see. I'll take another card from this just to continue to see what else comes out. So far, so good, right? So the next card I have for you is the Hanging Man. So I'll show you this card, the Hanged Man. This is a very Piscean card, right? I mean, there's a lot of confusion as such. Because see, when you're hanging upside down, I mean, how comfortable can you be? But what has put you in this? Because for me, Aquarians are very clear. There is never any kind of a fog. So are you dealing with someone who is a Piscean, my darling Aquarians, who, has put you in a situation of saying, you know what, I need to stop, I need to pause, and I need to put myself in a situation where I'm going to allow myself to rest. I'm going to allow myself to think what I should do, what I have done. And maybe, I always notice that in the Hanging Man, though he may seem to be, stagnant, there is a halo around his head. Just keep these cards. There is this halo here, it's like there are thoughts going on. So, and I know my Aquarians, you are constantly thinking, you're coming up with new ways to, fix something, come up with a solution. So I think in this Hanged Man position, while it may seem to others that you are just in a state of suspension, you are using this time to come up with a brilliant plan. And 1 minute. And because I know that you like to come up with new innovative ways of doing things, this is what the true essence of being an Aquarian is. And the Alchemist shows me that you are going to change whatever is kept you in this position of suspension. You're going to change that lead to gold. Hold on, one card fell down. Okay, so I have the Five of Swords. Oh boy. Five of Swords. Brilliant, isn't it? I don't like this card because it is a card of fighting. It is a card of drama. As you can see, this individual loves to fight. I mean, do you see how, they are standing there with their swords as if they're showing off and like they have taken the swords from the other two people who are behind. Have you been in a situation where somebody has been coming at you and, fighting and wanting to fight? And as you can see, the two people behind do not want to fight anymore. In fact, there's somebody consoling the other person, while this person is standing here as if to say, you know what, I won. And there are three people in this. So are you in a small group or in a small situation where you're fighting with someone? So I'm just going to ask another question, my darling Aquarius, because I know you are a very your mind is very sharp. So if somebody has attacked you with swords, swords are your thoughts. They are what you're thinking about. So I want to know what this is about. Okay, so I have some cards for you and I'm going to take them right away. There's been some kind of loss. It's again a number 5, and this is the 5 of cups. So when there's a 5 of swords and a 5 of cups, there's 5, 5, So maybe the number 55 or 5 could be of some importance to you today. And these two cards tell me there has been an emotional loss. Because as you can see, this individual is really down and out. It's like everything is over for them. They feel really depressed. It's a card of depression for me sometimes, 5 of cups. Are you in this funky kind of a feeling, my darling Aquarians? And I think it's because somebody has come at you, charging, fighting, and you didn't even want to fight too much, but this person is kind of taken what you had and is standing there to show you, I won. And there is some kind of a grief, a loss, a feeling of hopelessness that I feel, my darling Aquarians. And I'm happy to see that the first card that came was you standing strong in your element, but there has been something that has suddenly put you in suspension, upside down, the other way around, as in everything is over. You were not like that to start with. So I liked your energy in the beginning, but something has happened which has completely shifted, your whole thinking and your whole mind. And then I have the star. This is again you, Aquarius. The star is Aquarius. Now, this was a wish fulfillment for you. Whatever this was that has, where you feel like you've lost, this was definitely a wish fulfillment for you. Now, the magician, the alchemist, he didn't come out in reverse, but when he does come out in reverse, it is also a trickster. So do you feel that you've been tricked into losing something? These cards just scream that out for me, where this is like I said, if this is in the reverse, I'm just reading this card as it's come out. So but the other energy of the alchemist, which is the magician, is a trickster. He just shows up and he can pull tricks. Has somebody put you in this situation where they have tricked you into losing something, where they have come at you fighting with you, taken your swords away, taken your your power to fight back, literally, and you have to be consoled by someone, and you feel like you've lost everything. You feel depressed. There is grief and sadness and sorrow here. But my darling Aquarians, if you look closely, there are still 2 cups that are standing. There are still 2 cups that are standing, and something which was a wish fulfillment for you has put you in this state of suspension. And you have said, you know what, I'm just going to take a time out. I'm just going to think what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit and think what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask another question about this to get some more clarity as to what this is about. Is this about love? Oh boy. Okay. So, okay. So I have the 5, again, the 5. See, this number 5 is very strong in your reading. So if, you keep seeing 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 50, whatever, you see a lot of 5s today, then this is your reading. This is message is for you, my darling. So 5 of Pentacles. This is feeling lack of, as if you've been put out in the cold. As you can see, these 2 people are outside a home. Now, outside a home means you seem to be on the outside. while the other people are all inside enjoying themselves and you are outside. It's like poverty, a financial loss. It could be, just bad luck, pure bad luck that has hit you out of nowhere. Or it could even be a feeling of there's nobody to help you. Times are difficult. You're alone. Nobody's there to take care or listen to you. You feel alone and abandoned. Has somebody ghosted you, my darling Aquarians? I also feel that energy because it seems like you're on the outside. And these two people seem really, really sad, tired, weary. This and this Five of Cups is a card of loss, grief, of feeling some kind of a terrible loss that has happened to you, where you felt, something has been taken from you unjustly, my darling Aquarians. And maybe it's the trickster, maybe it was somebody who tricked you, because the magician is also a trickster. Well, he can, perform magic tricks, but if he comes in his reversed energy, which is the other extreme, the lower energy of the magician or the alchemist, is somebody who knows how to trick you or pull a fast one on you. And this was your wish fulfillment at one time. Darling Aquarians, this was your wish fulfillment. This was something that you really, really hoped you would get. This was something that was a dream for you. It's almost like you followed your dreams. You kept your hope alive in something. You kept that vision. It didn't matter what came at you, but then something came at you with such a force of trickery, anger, vengeance, almost to make you feel this person wants to win at all costs. So I'm just thinking, if again, I'm trying to ask a question if this is about love, and I need to have some more clarity to know what this is about for you, my darling Aquarius, because this is, while Pentacles is, of course, a money card. I'm also wondering if this could be love. My goodness, my darling Aquarians, your energy is really, really heavy. Something has really made you feel in a sense of poverty in every single area of your life. You almost feel like pulled down, because look at this 10 of Wands. Look how this individual is bent over carrying these wands. Wands can be your passion. They could be things that you love. Like I said, the star is like something that was a wish fulfillment. You've been carrying that dream with you, and then something came and just put an end to it. Some big fight, some individual who came at you in anger and snatched that dream away from you, and that put you in this energy. You can't sleep. It's a 9 of Swords, and this is the 10 of Wands. You just can't sleep anymore. It almost feels like you lost your mental peace, my darling Aquarian. Somebody has come at you with really some kind of an anger or some kind of a vengeance. This is what I feel. Now, it's very interesting, the next card I have for you, because it's the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles for me is, of course, you can see this individual has been juggling stuff, trying to juggle. But it's almost like you've been trying to keep something afloat for a long time. And, at some point in time, something is going to fall. Something is going to just go, okay, I can't anymore. It's also ups and downs and trying to juggle all the priorities, all the responsibilities alone. I want to show you something here. Have you been carrying a lot on your shoulders alone without any help? Without any help? You've not even asked for help, and you've lost something. You're standing there alone, but there is help. There is help, but you're not asking. This is what I feel. And you almost feel like nobody cares for you anymore, my darling Aquarians. You feel bent over with responsibility. I'm going to just take another deck. I'm going to take the Lenormands and, ask a few questions if I can get some more clarity on exactly what is going on here. So just to know if this is purely finances, because even the two of pentacles is a card of finances. It's, you're juggling too many priorities at one time and something's gonna drop. It's like the whole world of the shoulders is on you and there's nobody to help you. But I feel there are people around you. But I know you Aquarians, it's very hard for you to ask people for anything. So I'll tell you what I got first. The first card that I have for you is home, is the card of home. This could be a house. This, of course, this is your security. This is things that make you secure in your life. This is something that, gives you your stability. So I think it's money related, my darlings. I'm getting a feeling that this is about money, where you've been trying to, hold too many things, maybe a job, you're doing an extra job, you're taking extra projects. Are you trying to save money or increase your finances, but it's getting too much for you because you're not able to, do all this on your own? Because I feel that you are extremely tired and you cannot sleep. I mean, this is a card of, this is just your thoughts, plaguing you. The minute you go to bed to rest, you have no sleep. You are like, I can't sleep. So something is telling me that this is about money. I'm going to ask another question, my darlings. I am going to ask another question as to what is it purely about money? Okay, so interestingly, I'm going to take these cards and I'm going to show you what I have. So I have a letter. This is the card. This could be a letter of concern too. This could be that you received some kind of a communication that has made you very scared or put you on the defense. And I can see a mother and a child. Is this family related, my darling Aquarians? Are you getting some kind of a news about somebody in your family? Or are you a mom or an individual with a child? And there is some kind of a concern that is coming out that is putting you in an energy of sleeplessness and you can't sleep anymore. Also, I feel, have you been carrying the burden of too many responsibilities? Perhaps you're a single parent. And you've been taking care of your children or your child, and it's gotten too much for you. It's become very heavy. And you feel that there is really nobody to help you. You feel on the outside where everybody else is enjoying, and you're on the outside just working on and on and on. And the reason I see that is because you seem to be working overtime to keep something afloat. So are you trying? Are you a single parent, my darling Aquarians? And are you trying your best to stay afloat in these times? And then again, a letter of concern shows up, which is again, put you in a energy of fear again. Let me ask another question. Now, this is the first love card I get for you, my darlings. Look at this. This for me is like the Two of Cups. It's, of course, it's, a card of a very beautiful couple, right? Look at this. It's so beautiful. And you do know that, I guess the swans, they mate for life, right? So again, this is taking me back to the star card that I had here, which is telling me that something which was a wish fulfillment for you, which you thought was forever, did not pan out like that. Something which was a wish fulfillment for you, my darling, which was your dream. It may have been a distant vision, but it was something that you held very close to your heart. You kept it close to you. But suddenly it seems to feel very heavy, and it almost feels like you've had some loss. But there are two cups standing, and I think these two cups are your children. I have a feeling. The letter of concern which has come in, of course, I hope it's not legalities. I'm just going to ask another question. Is it a card about something legal? Let's see. Okay. Yes, my darlings, I think it could be something legal because I have the sight. This is a card, of like the whip, we have the whip, which is very Saturnian. And of course, Saturn rules all kind of institutions or things where you have to sign the paper. So yes, have you received some news about your marriage or about any committed relationship that you have been in, which has put you in a very, very concerned state of mind? Because I have the ring then. So this is definitely a committed relationship that you thought was your forever, which has completely changed. And it no longer feels like it's going to be like that. There has been an ending. You've had a loss. And I don't think this is just financial loss. It could also be a deep emotional sadness and pain that you're going through. I'm going to ask some more questions, and I'm going to go back to using the Illuminati. Interesting. See, again, the Empress comes out here and the Two of Cups. Okay, so yes, this is a mother and a child, because I have this card here too, which is, the mother. I'll show you. All my cards are everywhere. Sorry. So as you can see, I have this card here, which is the mother and the child. So you are a mother. You are a parent, my darling Aquarius. There is somebody here who is a parent who suddenly feels that, the Empress is the mother, right? This is a maternal energy. This is somebody who literally gives birth. So you've given birth. You are somebody who manifests life on this earth. You are very powerful. Something has shifted your energy from being powerful to feeling a great sense of loss. And look at this. This was your wish fulfillment, right? This Two of Cups, and this for me is also like the Two of Cups. This was like your supreme love, your dream come true, my darling Aquarius. What happened? What happened? Okay, I'm thinking now which deck I should take. I'm going to take one more from the Illuminati. Just move this. I'm going to ask some more questions. This has been a letter of concern regarding a marriage. I know that. And I'm wondering, if some kind of a message came through, because at the Tower, I'm going to take this card and I'm going to take another card from my Lenormands just to see what else shows up from there. Because I think there has been some kind of a communication. Yeah. I want to see. Yeah. Two cards flew out from the Lenormands, and I'm going to show them to you. So the Tower card came out. The Tower is, of course, the breaking down of something which was built, but it was not built on a strong foundation, right? Because the divine saw that what you thought was your wish fulfillment, what you thought was your forever, was not so. And they came down and they broke that foundation down. And the reason I feel that is because the Moon, for me, is not just confusion, your subconscious fears, but it is also secrets. The Tower, the clouds parting, and the Moon. Whatever secret came out is going to give you clarity. There was a lot of Piscean energy around, because even the Hangman that came before is a card of eternal confusion. There is fog, you're not clear. And this Tower moment that is coming in, my darling Aquarians, do not be afraid of it. Do not fear the Tower. It's coming in to help you. It's coming in to bring clarity about a secret. Now, the Moon is also a card of a mother. So with the Empress and the Moon and the child and the mother coming together, some information has come out for you. And I think this is going to be in your favor, because as you can see, the clouds are parting and the sun is shining. I'm going to ask another question on this, my darlings. I'm going to ask another question on this, my sweethearts. I have a feeling, Aquarians, that some information is coming out, which is going to help you. Which is going to help you and is going to give you a solution. And I say that because of this, and which is going to lead to a transition. Now, I can also look at the Hanged Man as a transition where you've put yourself in a state of suspension without doing anything or taking any decision at this moment because you're not clear. But the clarity is coming in. The solutions are going to come in. And the divine is going to come in with the tower. They're going to bring down something that you thought was your wish fulfillment, put you in a state of transition. And this is like, the boat is flying through the air. This is a very Jupiter in Sag, which is very optimistic and, charging forward with enthusiasm. And this is going to be restored for you. Your hope, your optimism is going to be restored. Solutions are coming for you, my darlings. And I'm going to tell you what I have for you. The sun. This for me also speaks of children. So if you are worried that whatever decision you're taking, maybe you're moving away with your children, is going to be something that's going to, put you in a situation of feeling, worried about your future, do not be. Do not be. And this is also a card of movement, and this is flying through the air. I mean, which boat flies through the air? Come on. So this is a card of extreme optimism, and the sun together with it, I think whatever secret is coming out. And I'm getting a lot of these readings, yeah. A lot of these readings where some secret is coming out with a tower moment, where there is, some clarity is coming and people are seeing, through the fog, and something is being cut out. And this could be in a marriage, in something that you thought was very committed. And it is just coming and going whoop and removing that fog. That tower is coming down and just removing all the so-called illusions and just giving you clarity, giving you optimism, putting you back on, the correct, what can I say, the right vibration of having faith in your future. Because for a very long time, I think you have been taking care of whether it's your children, whether it's the finance, you've been doing everything on your own and you felt left out. I feel you've been in a relationship, my darling Aquarians, but you felt you were ghosted in your own relationship. Though you were with someone, you felt alone. And it's time for you to take the step, whatever step you're taking, whatever you're guided to do, whatever step you are taking is going to give you clarity and is going to move you towards something which is way more peaceful than where you've been. I'm going to take one more card. Wow. All right, rest my case. This has to be a marriage because, see, the Hierophant and Justice. I have been getting these readings over and over. There's something going on in the collective with committed relationships and, the justice coming with it. So if my darlings, you are going through some kind of illegal situation or a divorce, just be strong because, times are hard. And because we are in Mercury retrograde, to a lot of things of the past that you thought, you had overcome are going to come back to be fixed and redone and refixed. So if that is happening for you, it's okay. The divine has you. You are taken care of. And whatever decision you are taking to move forward in your life, whether, on your own or with your children, whatever, it's supported. And I think this is a marriage. See, here, if you notice, there are two keys. And like I showed you here, this is the key. And look at the cage. It's like your heart was put in a golden cage. I mean, what you thought was your be-all and end-all, this beautiful gilded cage. It was a cage. This marriage kept you caged, where all you did was take care of every single thing, and there was no help for you. But it's time to break free because justice. If you are going to approach the legal system, I have a strong feeling that whatever judgment, whatever comes out is going to be in your favor. I'm going to ask for one more thing, for one more card on this. Please, can you give me one more card on this for my darling Aquarians? Because I feel some of you are in two minds, like, what should we do? Should I move ahead? What should I do? I like what I got. I have the Eight of Swords. So you're keeping yourself tied up in your thoughts and in your feelings. But if you notice, it's very easy for her to just cut it off and set herself free, my darlings. This is your own self-imposed bondage of your thoughts and your feelings. I love this next card for you. It's the Fool. Take that leap of faith. Don't be scared. Take that leap of faith. You are guided, my darling Aquarians. Don't stay in this energy anymore of being tied up in your own emotions, your thoughts, your fears. Set yourself free, my darlings. Jump. Take that leap of faith. And you know, this little dog here, this sweet little doggy, it reminds me of something you love. It could be your pet, and your children are our pets, right? They're a little cute little thing that we love so much. If you're leaving with your child, go for it. Take that leap of faith. I'm going to ask for one more card from my Lenormands just to know what, if I can give you any other added message on this. The card I have for you is the Clover. This is a short period of luck. You are going to get one opportunity, my darlings, to take that small window of opportunity to grab something, to take a chance. Just take it. Take it. Because this is luck. This is extreme luck on all fronts. So I think whatever decision you're making right now is going to open the doors of luck, because you are setting yourself free from that gilded cage that you put yourself in. You have put yourself in a state of transition right now. And I think being in this hangman position, that you put yourself to just think, to sit with yourself and think, what should I do? Just don't stay in that for too long, because the more confusion you create, the more you'll feel like this. I want you to break this. You've seen something for what it is. I want you to break this cage, get out of this cage. You have the keys. Take your chance and escape. Escape the situation that has kept you in bondage. The sun is what you can expect. And if you are leaving with your children or with something you love, look, even if you don't have children with someone, even if you leave with your dignity, if you leave with your power, if you leave with your self-respect, for me, that is good enough too. So if you are guided to do that, my darling Aquarians, do not worry, because even though something was your wish fulfillment and it didn't pan out like that, it's okay. We're all, what can I say? We are all just hopeful that the decisions we make in our lives pan out well, but sometimes they don't. And I have a feeling that you put in a lot of time and effort into this relationship, a lot. And you've been doing a lot of things on your own. You felt alone in a relationship. You've been taking care of the children. You've been taking care of the house, and you've been taking care of the finances. It's too much. It's too much. Something had to give. So my darling Aquarians, I'm going to take some angel and crystal cards for you, just to give you some added guidance from our archangels and our guardian angels who are watching over us, right? So I have three. I'll take three, my darling. The first card is this. It's a topaz, my darling Aquarians. Look how pretty this is. And your message is forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger, as it is blocking your health and happiness. I think that particular relationship, because there was a lot of fighting, that five is imbalance, It's one person doing everything, the other person doing nothing. And that 5 of Swords that came out is somebody who wants to fight. And you have controlled yourself. Like, you have said, you know what, I'm not going to fight. I'll just keep giving in. And there's a repressed anger in you, my darling Aquarians. It's time to release that. Forgive yourself, please, and forgive them too. Honestly, do not hold grudges. Walk away on to the, your next, the next person, just move on, because it's time to release that repressed anger, because I think it could be affecting your health. And I want you to understand that the more you hold on to something which is making you angry, it's just ruining your internal health and your mental health. And that leads to a lot of mental anguish, health problems. And please, 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 please safeguard yourself from that. The next card I have for you is a yellow jasper. I'll read the message for you, my darling Aquarians. It says control issues. See, I think there has been a lot of control issues in this relationship. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. See, somebody has tried to control you in this relationship, and I'm not going to be convinced. Somebody has made you feel like they're better than you, though you have been the one who's been doing everything, whether it's taking care of the house, whether it's bringing the money home, whether it's taking care of the children. You've been the one, and they made you feel like they are the ones. This is a narcissistic, gaslighting individual. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. And the last card I have for you is Chariot, spiritual protection. You are you are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. Awesome. Forgive this person, forgive yourself, move. Why? Because you felt controlled, you felt lesser than, you've been made to feel like you're nothing, and you've kept quiet. There's a lot of repressed anger in you. Please, please let go of that repressed anger. Forgive them, forgive yourself. You are spiritually protected. I love that for you, my darling Aquarians. I love that. I'm also going to use my Angel of Abundance cards just to see if I can give you any additional info. I hope these messages give you some kind of a peace, especially mental peace. Um, you are a sign that is so hardworking, my darling Aquarians. You never give up, do you? You never ever give up. And I love that about you, my darling Aquarians. But I know that you also get taken advantage of by many people. Do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action and steps that are being divinely guided for you to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish into a lush flower garden. It's time for you to water and take care of yourself. It's time for you to fill your own cup, my darling Aquarians. And the next card I have for you is successful funding. Super. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you that idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into a reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Remember that card that I had of the two pentacles where you think, you're juggling and you're doing too many things at one point, at one time, and you feel so you're going to drop something. If you have any money concerns, do not worry. And for me, Aquarians are geniuses. So if you have a genius idea, which you've been holding on to, now is the time to do it. You are going to have funding. And if you can see, there's two angels, like a mother and a little baby angel. So if you are somebody who's going to be a single parent and you think money is going to be a problem, do not worry. Your angels have you protected. And let me tell you, some particular idea that you are working on, and for me, Aquarians are super geniuses. They are like, their mind is your mavericks. You're the mad scientist. You can come up with anything. If there is an idea you've been holding on to, just because you feel you may not get funded, you will be getting funded. And I think whatever you're letting go is going to also remove the energetic blocks which have been stopping you from manifesting your abundance. So, my darling Aquarians, I hope these messages helped you. Thank you for allowing me to read your beautiful energy and to spend some time with you. If you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe to me, I would love to have you as a part of my family. So this is Aparna saying goodbye. Until the next time, take care. And this too shall pass. I'm sending you blessings of love and light, healing. All your dreams and wishes will be granted, my darling Aquarians. I promise you. Stay strong. Until next time, bye.